A ver, cuéntame más cosas y que no sean de miedo.
Baruti might be the happiest man in Europolis. Nothing ever gets him down. He's like a human robot of happiness.
What's on your mind, Sissy?
Vale, tenemos bastantes cosas de
I
la
don't
que
think
hablar.
I ever asked Baruti how he ended up working for Leo Uminska and the Social Democrats. How did you end up working on the campaign?
Just a happy accident. I was working for a charity in Dresden, a support network for homeless teens. I'd only been in Europolis a couple of months. I was still learning the ropes. I honestly had no idea what I was doing. One day, Lea Uminska got in touch, asking how she could be of assistance to our charity. She'd just been elected leader of the party. We got to talking, she told me about her campaign. Of course, I was an arrogant ass. I told her everything I thought they were doing wrong. Humility wasn't in my blood back then. Afterwards I figured, well, that's the last I'll ever hear from her. 2 weeks later, I get an offer from her campaign manager. They want me to join her team in Gdansk.
That must have been a good feeling.
I was scared, Sissy. I left Botswana because I was tired of doing things just for myself. I came to Europolis to help others. Maybe do some good. For once. And now, suddenly, here I was. Part of a movement to change the world. I wasn't prepared for it. But I couldn't say no. And I haven't for a single moment regretted that decision.
Hay un detalle que se me había olvidado de mencionar. Han dicho en varias ocasiones el tema del sol. Y da la sensación como que cada parte de la Tierra tenga un sol distinto. Puede ser que a lo mejor lo que mencionan acerca de la malla sea como una especie de malla física que impide que salga el sol y que el sol llegue, los rayos del sol lleguen a la Tierra. Por ejemplo, estoy aquí montando una película brutal. Y entonces pues el sol que tienen ahí es un sol virtual, pero que da calor realmente. Vamos, digo yo. O eso es que se han cargado la atmósfera, que también me lo creo. Me lo creo.
How well do you know Uminska?
I've known her for several years. Professionally. It's not like we're friends. Although she did take me out to dinner once, to thank me for my help. She's guarded. Not the warmest person in the world. I think that's where we need to improve. Help her to open up and be more human. Get voters to see the person behind the mask. I really do think she's the right person to run Europolis. And not just because the alternatives are so disturbing.
Every time I watch Constantine Wolf speak, I get the shivers. The bad ones.
They don't call him Kaiser Konstantin for nothing. And Leia, Miss Uminska, she knows him better than most. She has to constantly stand up to him and his hooligans. She has to deal with incessant insults and slandering without sinking to his level. I don't envy her that position. She's not perfect. No one is. But she is the person in the world I respect the most. And I will follow her through thick and thin. To the very end. I owe her that.
Está chulo porque las conversaciones que tienes con la peña no son simplemente, pues sí, estoy aquí y me mola lo que esta mujer dice y bótala, ya está. No, sino que hay una historia detrás y eso significa que los personajes tienen su personalidad, en fin, tienen sus características.
Uminska's biggest opponent and Baruti's nemesis. I don't know what he'd do if Wolf won the election. Probably leave and head back south.
Porque parece ser que no le gusta, es racista, es de extrema derecha.
Are you worried Wolf could win?
Of course I'm worried. He is a snake. Slippery and venomous. Wolf is a populist, a nationalist, a fascist. He claims he represents the people, but he only represents himself. And, of course, the corporations that are secretly backing his campaign.
I thought Wolf was anti-corporate. That's what he says in the ads.
That man has a lot of plata.
Plata,
Millions
money.
being channeled into his campaign. Where do you think that's coming from? He has the support of some very powerful people. The same people he bad-mouths in his manifestos.
I don't understand.
It's a show, Sissi. The corporate syndicate knows that Dieter Gross and the Alliance have lost any shred of authority and trust. They made a mistake there, and it's hurt them. With Wolf, they have a new strategy. He pretends to distance himself from the corps in order to represent the working people. He will berate the corps, claim that he's going to clean things up, put power back into the hands of the proletariat, but the truth is, he is even more in the pocket of the syndicate than Dieter Gross and the Blues. It's a brilliant strategy, as long as they can control him.
And you don't think they can?
I think he's more dangerous than they have reckoned with. He's two-faced, manipulative. Once he's clawed his way into power, he's capable of anything. He's created a cult of personality around himself. A very calculated fictional narrative that appeals to a lot of voters unhappy with the state of Europolis. The only thing we can do is try to expose his lies. And
What?
I think I found something. I've been doing a lot of digging. Back in Botswana, I have connections high up in Bokamba Mesa. Family connections. There might be evidence of BM funneling funds into Constantine's campaign, maybe even directly into his personal account. And if that's the case, we might finally have some real dirt on Kaiser Constantine. At the very least, it would make people question his integrity and honesty. If we're lucky, maybe even enough evidence for a criminal investigation.
I hope you're being careful, Baruti.
I am. Once I have concrete evidence, I'm giving it to your man, Reza. He can do the story, expose Wolf and his lies.
I'm sure the Hand will be very interested. But Baruti, please just stay low, okay? Kaiser Constantine is evil.
He is. And this is exactly why we have to fight him. We cannot back down, Sissi. To do so would be dishonest and cowardly.
Es bonito cuando le dices sí, sí, ¿no? Un término cariñoso como la emperatriz, sí, sí.
I don't know much about Baruti and his life before we started working together. We've been friendly, but he knows a lot more about me than I do about him. And I am curious.
Pues pregúntale.
What did you do before you came to Europolis?
I was a lawyer. Can you believe it? Corporate law even. Eish.
Yeah, no, I can't see it.
I was good too. I managed the family's trust in Johannesburg. My older brothers run things from Francistown, Gaborone, and the City of London.
How many brothers do you have?
4. And 3 sisters. We are 8 altogether. Same father, different mothers.
Vaya.
You're the youngest.
Youngest boy. I have 2 younger sisters. Twins. They aren't involved in the family business. But my older sister Lesedi is. We don't speak. She did not approve of my change of heart.
What happened?
What can I say? I finally saw what I was doing with my life. Existing only for myself. Obsessed with money, power, status. Also, I didn't agree with some of the investments we were making. The lack of ethics. So, one day I left it all behind. My job, my family, my fiancée. I had to make a clean break. It was too easy to simply fall back into the good life. I had to learn to struggle.
You don't miss them?
Every day, Sissi. Every day. I speak to Gosego from time to time, my second oldest brother, and the twins, of course. But the rest? They were disappointed and angry. They didn't understand. Never will.
7 siblings. Impressive work. I can't even begin to relate. Makes me wish I'd had siblings growing up. Well, I did. I just never knew. I can understand how he'd miss them all, especially the twins. Sounds like they were close. What do your younger sisters do?
Ah, the twins. They are wonderful, Sissy. You'd like them. They also jumped ship. Left the family business, but I don't think Father ever expected them to be a part of it. They live in Ireland now.
They're Neo-Luddites.
Anarcho-primitives.
Cool. A friend from uni went feral for a few years. She told me all about it after she reintegrated. Apparently, there's no trains and the tribal council forbids air traffic.
There's one old ferry that runs daily from Liverpool, but that's all. And there's no wire connection to Ireland. We don't get to talk often, unfortunately.
What about your other siblings?
They're all in the family business. Corporate lawyers, financiers, like Father. My oldest sister Lesedi is second in command. When Father retires, she takes the reins. He keeps a tight leash on everyone. And when he can't, he cuts you off.
Your mother too?
We see each other now and then. But to Father, she was just another in a long line of baby mothers.
Uf.
Bought and paid for. They are separated. She shares an estate with the other ex-wives.
Madre mía.
It's an odd arrangement. But Mother knew what she was getting into. She's been well compensated.
Fíjate.
I think she's happy. In her way. Hey, what can I say? My family is crazy. Dysfunctional. It's what I wanted to escape from, Sissy. I didn't want to keep living that life. And I'm not one of them anymore.
Madre mía, qué locura, ¿eh? Las tiene todas, es como una especie de harem, ¿no? Al final, es como una especie de harem y todas viven juntas.
Sounds like Baruti's been around the world and back. I'm jealous. Before the coma, I don't know. I didn't care as much. I was happy staying put. And now that I want to travel more, I can't afford it. Figures.
Y en ese momento podía haber viajado, ¿no? Porque como el padre que tenía dinero y tal, ya se lo podía permitir.
Most people I know have an ambivalent relationship with Europolis, but Baruti seems to be very happy here. I wonder if that's just show. I don't get your enthusiasm for Europolis, Baruti.
You've only been here a few months, Sissy. It takes time to understand Europolis. It has a complicated, fragmented soul. Every district is its own organism. I find Propas fascinating. More so than the other districts I've lived in. Dresden, Gdansk, even Berlin. Propast has an old soul. There's a real history here. But it's also where history is being rewritten. Where the new Europe is actually happening. That's another reason why I came here for the campaign. Propast is like a barometer for Europolis as a whole. Whichever direction the wind blows in Propast, the rest often follows.
Will you stay here after the campaign is over?
I don't know what Leia and the party has planned for me, if we take office. I'm not sure my future is in politics. But I won't abandon my duty if I'm asked to serve. I'll stay in Europolis for certain, unless Wolf wins. Then, I don't know. Anything but going south. I want to keep a safe distance from Father and the family business.
Ahí me llama mucho la atención porque en la traducción hay momentos en los cuales, bueno, el
Sounds like
personaje...
Baruti's been around the world and back. I'm jealous. Before the coma, I don't know. I didn't care as much. I was happy staying put. And now that I want to travel more, I can't afford it. Figures.
La idea es que hay momentos en los cuales utilizan palabras, como por ejemplo hasta incluso en español, ¿no? Plata, hablan acerca de plata. Y luego después eso lo traduce, en la traducción que vemos abajo lo pone en inglés. O sea, y hay palabras que están en inglés, como por ejemplo cuando se ha referido a los blues, que parece ser que es como una especie de no se voy a decir, como una especie de organismo o algo así. Y sin embargo, aquí en la traducción decían los azules. En fin. Interesante. Bueno, pues el viaje.
You're lucky to have traveled a lot.
I don't know if I'd say I've traveled a lot, but I have traveled. When I was part of the family business, I regularly did business across Africa, the kingdom and the conglomerate. It made me realize how lucky I was to grow up in Botswana and South Africa. The freedom and prosperity we enjoy in the African Union.
Fíjate.
The resources, fresh air, lack of pollution. I miss that. Most of all, Africa is a paradise.
Fíjate,
And you
curioso.
don't think about it until you see how it is elsewhere. How people are hungry, cold, with no easy access to implants or gene therapy.
I really miss Africa. Especially when it's like this, boiling hot and humid. Does it ever get better?
Better! Never. Well, maybe for a month in spring and autumn. But winter here is bitter and wet. And in summer, it's like this every day. Not a breath of fresh air. No. You must learn to appreciate Europolis for its strengths. And not compare it with home, Sisi.
Bueno, pues ya está. La verdad es que nos ha puesto al día acerca de quién es él. Nos
I
vamos.
should get going. There's work to do and I can't be late. Bessie gets really annoyed if he's cooking and I miss dinner time.
Bueno, tampoco es para tanto.
See you later, Baruti.
Okay, Sisi. I'll see you later.
Anda, una sinagoga.
It's the only temple in Propast. It's a lot bigger on the inside.
¿Y podemos entrar?
I don't think there's a service today.
Judío.
I do like the Uminska ads. I think they get the message across. I'm proud to be associated with her political campaign.
Líder.
More and more checkpoints each day. Soon we won't be able to go anywhere without proper papers.
Los papeles adecuados. Vale. Nos vamos. Pues ya está. Ahora sí que nos vamos. Cubo de basura. El robot que sigue ahí, que lleva ahí 3 años limpiando la misma zona. Vale. Ahora sí que nos vamos. Bueno, disculpar si se ha hecho un pelín largo. What the... Ah, vale, me sale la mano en el cubo. Vale, yo digo, pensaba que salía en el hombre. Hola. Memorial al colapso.
The collapse. August 8th, 2209. The day everything went to hell. I remember only fragments. It was a scary day.
El colapso. Bueno, ¿a dónde se supone que tenemos que ir? Anda, mira, me sale el J aquí. La G. Habla con Tete en su sampan amarrado en los bloques. Vale, es verdad. Tenemos que venir aquí.
You look like you could need some directions, miss.
I've seen him somewhere before.
I'm here to give you directions, miss. You just tell me where you want to go today.
We buy takeaway down in the bricks at least once a week. Great food, and if you're lucky you can pick up some cool stuff. If you're not so lucky, the worst junk. Can you direct me to the Chinese market?
You looking to do some shopping in the bricks? Well, shut. Say ni hao to the Chinese market.
Ni hao. Qué
Don't
bueno.
be a stranger now, you hear?
Qué bueno, es verdad. Dile ni hao y venga, vete para allá. Así es, así es. Y encima lo ha puesto con las tildes correctas. Bueno, realmente gramaticalmente habría que cambiar. Esas son las tildes correctas, los acentos correctos. Cuando ponía ni hao eran 2 tildes o 2 acentos terceros, tonos terceros, mejor dicho. 2 tonos terceros. Pero cuando se juntan 2 terceros, el primer tercero cambia a segundo. Vale, son cositas que se saben, se pueden saber o no se pueden saber. Ya, cuando vas estudiando
Matt, get your
lo aprendes. Vale, es esto. Es aquí. Creo.
How old can she be? 14? For someone her age, she projects a lot of authority.
Mira, ahí está Queenies.
Good day. Welcome to Queenie's Quintessentials. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm looking for Queenie.
Oh, the Madame's not seeing anyone at the moment. I can show you her latest creations if you'd like.
I'm not shopping. I need to speak with Queenie. Could you ask her if she has a moment?
That depends. Did you bring anything?
Bring anything? Like what?
Madame Queenie is a respected figure in this community. In order to see her, you need to show respect. A gift, something of value. Something that proves you're here to discuss important matters.
What would that be?
I'm sure you'll find something that reflects your taste and the value you place on a potential meeting with the Madame.
Se inicia un respetuoso regalo de gran valor.
This must be the sort of expensive gifts the girl was talking about. No one would miss one little item, would they? Would they? Oh, they totally would.
Ellos lo harían. Bueno, pues...
One little push and she's in the river. No one will know it was so... Wait. What am I thinking? You don't want to end up on Most Wanted. Well, no.
No me esperaba eso. Vale, vamos a...
I'm sure you can do better than that.
Sí, puedo hacerlo mejor. Es que estoy aprendiendo, ¿sabes? Aún no... Vale.
I'm sure you can do better than that.
Vale.
Hello again. Did you bring a suitable gift for Queenie?
Bueno, pues no, se lo tengo que comprar a otro, ¿no? Supongo. Se lo tengo que comprar a otro.
Looks like cheap liquor, but what do I know about liquor? Beer, on the other hand. Baiju, Chinese liquor. Looks expensive. He's selling a bunch of stuff. I'm not really sensing any sort of theme here. Just stuff. That bottle of liquor.
Baiju, Chinese wine. The very best you can possibly get. This one is distilled from the rarest seeds of teargrass grown on the Himalayan slopes, with purified water from the deepest wells of Kunming and organic rice grains from Guilin.
Sounds expensive.
For you, only 20,000 yuan.
20,000? That's insane.
It's a bargain. Look, the price tag says 30,000. You're getting an incredible deal.
Well, I don't have 20,000 yuan. Can't you go any lower?
I'd be losing money if I did that. No
Joder,
deal.
macho. Perdonad, pero me están saliendo mensajes aquí a tutti pleni. Bueno, yo espero que sigamos grabando. Es que me salen pop-ups así, mensajes de las plataformas que tengo instaladas. En concreto esta era Epic Games, que por lo que sea le ha dado por salir ahí un mensaje. Y antes era el Team Weaver, así que... Bueno, ¿me lo puedo llevar o
Never
qué?
tasted the stuff. Above my sophistication grade. I consume cheap lager and weak tea.
Bueno, pues entonces se ve que esto...
Have you changed your mind? 20,000 is an incredible bargain.
I can't afford that.
You're missing out on a good deal.
Pues yo qué sé, tío. Examinar. Si me dijeras cuánto hay... ¡Ah, que tengo 2000! Anda, tira por ahí. ¿Qué dices? ¿Dónde voy? Tengo 2000. Eso es una basura.
They call it the Chinese market, but it's a mix of everything and everyone.
Ya te digo yo, macho.
No, that's clavada, a total rip-off. Way too expensive. I'll give you 350 for it and not one kwai more.
350? Are you mocking me? That's less
Ground
than
panda?
what I paid. At that
I'm
price,
just
I'll
going to
be
guess
losing
misspelling
money.
and move on.
360, and that's my final offer.
A bottle of
Yeah,
Baiju.
that's it. That's the price you give to strangers. How many times have I shopped here? I thought we were friends.
Baiju,
You're
Chinese
disrespecting me
liquor.
with that price.
Looks expensive.
What can I get you, lady?
Puh. ¿Qué estás haciendo? ¿Qué estás haciendo, tío? ¿Qué haces? ¿Qué son salchichas imaginarias o qué?
Crunchy crickets, fried fire ants, boiled beetles and juicy moth
Pues
larvae.
es una nueva forma de alimentación o qué?
Miss, madam, I know just what you're after. A gift, right?
Para aquí no es.
Perfect gift for the perfect. See you soon.
Mira, otro que también se imagina las
Feel free to move on.
tortillas.
There are better tables, more important merchants.
Eres un perdedor,
You
chaval.
wouldn't buy anything.
Se ve venir que eres un perdedor. Bueno, yo qué sé, me gusta llevarme esto.
Gifts that others must have brought to get an audience with Queenie.
Ah, regalos. Vale, vale.
See anything you like?
Yo pensé que podía comprar eso, ¿no? Son regalos que han traído otros.
I'll see you soon.
Bueno, pero entonces si han traído esos regalos tengo que pillarme otra cosa por ahí.
Hey, do you have a minute? I'll see you soon.
No me interesa esto. Claro.
I don't know.
Tengo que ir ahí a donde está el... los barrios bajos. Los bajos fondos. Y traerle alguna de esas cosas ahí de contrabando, de lo que sea. Singing great songs. Esto es lo único que se me ocurre, venir aquí y pillar algo por ahí.
Biotech, vat-grown organs, wormhole generators, nanobot paste, neural implants, biotic processors, digital irises, gene-modded goats. There's nothing you can't get in the soup. Unless you're looking for cheap trinkets and fake antiques.
Baratijas baratas.
Yeah,
It's on the
the
dreamer all
bricks.
the time. Like non-stop.
Oh, it's alive. Of course it's alive. I mean, it's a souk.
Don't get your keks all
You
twisted.
touch it, you bought it. And I'm not buying that.
serious. I'm shattered from
So
being the
long.
only one taking
Whatever
care
you
of the
need,
kids.
just let me know. That's what she's like. There. Farewell, my
You're disrupting traffic. Keep walking.
Mira lo que tú digas, joder.
Hey, why the hurry? Stop for a moment.